My name is Brittney Boyd Bullock. I am a visual artist. I work mostly in textile and fiber and mixed media collage. My journey as an artist started as a child. I would create these sketchbooks for myself. I would have just white copy paper and would draw the cartoons and things that I was watching. When I was a kid, my mom used to take me to the craft store on the weekends. And yeah, I would spend hours in my room latch hooking until I finished the project. The way in which I work with material, particularly images and found material, is also very much related to my childhood as well. So as a kid, I remember, going to my grandmother's house, and there would be a period of time where we would all gather, what was called the sitting room, and that would be a time where the photo albums would come out and be passed around. And I remember that I used to be the only child in that space waiting for the opportunity to get the photo album because I was so interested and enthralled with the imagery and the images and also the stories that were told in that space. And I think even just that moment for me as a child really helped to shape how I envision my art practice today. It's all about story and images and memory and ritual and repetition. And so even those experiences as a child helped to kind of identify what I wanted to do in my future. As an artist living in Memphis, which is a city so rooted in story, there's so much to learn here about what has happened historically. There are elders and griots here in the city who hold story, and I think Memphis definitely helps to influence how I think about that in my work. My creative process and how I start to create work is very systematic, a clear, linear system. The first part of that is I journal, and it's not storytelling journal, it's very much bullet points, and I'm usually writing down just whatever comes to mind. And then once I do that, once I kind of get my thoughts on paper, and I'm doing this every day. So it starts with journaling, and then from there I gather. I gather for weeks, sometimes months. And when I'm doing that, I'm gathering materials, color. I'm creating different colorways to think about how I want to portray the story. I'm gathering imagery, memorabilia, ephemeral objects and paper and letters. And so I then start to construct what I think I want the piece to look like. And then once that happens, I destroy it in my mind because it never looks the way in which I think it will. It feels like the actual creation of the work comes together, right? Because I've done so much on the front end. I really wanted to create work that spoke directly to my experience as a child. I really wanted to pay respect and honor and homage to that time. And I really wanted to create this experience that allowed for playful observations of the human experience and conditions, right? So I wanted to use imagery and use material in a way that suggested wonder and joy, but also chaos. I really, was interested in what it might mean to create these contexts and almost like worlds where the images exist in, but you didn't quite know if it was chaos or if it was like curiosity.